played for Joe Paterno.
Meeting like the myth, the legend kind of thing. You know what I mean? You have your Joe Paternos, your Bobby Bowdens, your Nick Sabans, Les Miles, those kind of guys. And when you see them in person, you're like, man, it's just like an aura that they have.
But runs down the floor, and then I think he either got a dunk or like an and one coming off maybe like a pick and roll or something. But it was awesome to see like how he's really maturing and completing as a player.
Obviously doesn't have the accolades that Tom Brady does, but we're pretty much getting a Tom Brady, when he went to the Bucs. That's what's happening. We're getting a guy who's at the end of his career.
Attitude with ever. I mean, dude, we thought Big Ben was a diva. There is no one probably in this NFL world that you can think of that would probably match what Aaron Rodgers brings when it comes to being a diva.
You are listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast, a podcast by diehard fans for fans. Mark covers all things Penn State football and the Pittsburgh Steelers, as well as anything related to the sports and fitness world. Tune in weekly to listen to a couple of dedicated fans talk about these topics without filters. Thank you for listening to the Mark Lesko Podcast.
All right, everybody. Welcome back into another episode of the Mark Lesko Podcast. Joined by Brett once again. Talk Penn State football and other news. Brett, how you doing? Wait, hold up.
Subscribe, everybody.
Yeah, I had you. Had you muted. What'd you say?
Not too bad. Just wanted to say like and subscribe. We got some good stuff coming. Yeah, I'm all right. I'm as Mark knows, I've been in better moods. It's been a rough go for Penn State fans for a couple of days. It's not all bad news, but a lot of bad news. So, yeah, it's not over, but we'll talk about it. So,
yeah, recruiting is an absolute dumpster fire right now. That's kind of the heading of this podcast is, but so
recruiting in general, I got some stuff to touch on that once we.
Yeah, but we'll go through here everything we got. But yeah, recruiting is a dumpster fire. We're going to talk just some college football headlines and just kind of some random stuff. But the recruiting is pretty much the main thing right now. And I'm trying to find the new stuff. I think. Yeah. Okay. I found it. So yeah, real quick. I just wanted to say that, you Ohio State fans, Notre Dame fans, Texas fans, Colorado fans, Caleb Williams fans, Prime fans, you're all right. Ohio State is the greatest program to ever exist. Notre Dame is the second best to ever exist of all time. Texas, they did not spend $40 million on their roster. They spent maybe $2 million. That's it. Caleb Williams is as manly as you can possibly be. He could be in 80s beer commercials with Ford trucks and everything. Prime is the greatest coach of all time, and Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter should be in the NFL Hall of Fame already. But yeah, you Ohio State fans, you guys are all right. I'm totally wrong. And I wish I could be as awesome as you guys. And one thing they're good at doing is pulling stats out that aren't factual, that have no basis in fact. But if they say it, then it's right, So,
yeah.
Gus Johnson, you're the best announcer of all time.
You're not washed.
And
you'll never be washed.
Nope. Michigan, they're pretty nice, so I have nothing to say about them. But yeah, you Ohio State fans, it's just, one of those things where you guys are right about everything. I'm just going to start agreeing with you on TikTok and Instagram. Notre Dame, again, you guys are all right too. So,
you guys never lost to a high school team. We never saw it. We didn't see it last year or any year before that.
Yeah, Ohio State, doesn't have nearly the attendance or stadium capacity as us, but they have more attendance. They have a bigger alumni base than us. They have a bigger fan base than us. Historically, they're way better than Penn State, and Penn State is totally irrelevant. So, and for any time I've ever smoked into you guys in the comments, I deeply apologize. So, I just wanted to start with that.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, that's sarcasm, but Ohio State fans, someone commented this week. They said a lot of people in Ohio, to be fair, don't have a high school education and they aren't very smart. I will say a lot of you Ohio State fans that are in my comments, not only are you bandwagon fans, but I don't think you even have a GED. So you should get one. But the prerequisite for getting a GED is you have to be able to spell GED. So it's GED, in case you guys need help with that. But yeah, I don't think any of you even got past 8th grade. You're so moronic. It's not even funny. I mean, I just reply to you guys to entertain myself. Not one of you guys has ever made a valid point. So, and Notre Dame, I mean, they're probably the biggest group of morons on earth. I mean, honestly, they are. You know, Notre Dame, the thing about Notre Dame, I was talking to a couple people this week, and I think they're number one now.
Oh, yeah. 190,000%.
Because they don't win. They always get smoked by better teams. And it sucks that we lost to them because, you know, they got lucky. But
100% luck, yeah.
At least Ohio State wins. You know what I mean? Yeah. But all the guys in my comments, not only are they extremely stupid and don't have a high school education, but they're bandwagon fans. They're not real fans. If you're an Ohio State fan, you don't need to talk crap. Real Ohio State fans don't talk crap. So I just wanted to say that real quick.
Yeah.
And also, I never did this, man. I never congratulated Michigan on winning the national title. You know, they beat Ohio State. So
they never cheated though. They did it
in Ohio State.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
They never cheated once, actually. It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Totally. You know, like I said, I hate Ohio State, so I quote unquote like Notre Dame or like Michigan. I like Oregon because they beat them, you know, so I'm rooting for Michigan, man, all the way. I mean, I don't know if they're ever going to have sanctions. Are they ever going to have sanctions?
At some point. I mean, it's probably going to be a while till the dust settles. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I imagine they will. I just don't know when.
Yeah.
Whenever we do get to recruiting, can we start with the one bit of good news that we have for it, the new recruit, and then we'll go into the bad news.
I'm gonna bring Gus back at some point. You know, I've given him a little break being on the show.
Yeah,
we'll bring him back with his little Michigan hat. Because Ohio State is owned by Michigan for 4 years. Michigan is your daddy.
Yeah.
And you haven't beat them for 4 years, which is absolutely embarrassing and pathetic.
Yeah.
You guys are clowns.
Yeah.
And guarantee you guys started cheating before Michigan did, and Michigan learned it from you. So you guys suck even more.
Mm-hmm.
But congratulations to Michigan, the true national champions. And keep that road sign up. It has like this billboard of the days since Ohio State's beaten Michigan. You guys are absolute clowns, and they lead the series, so you suck overall. So yeah, we'll get into storylines here. I'll have the Michigan fight song on backup just in case I need it. There's a lot of stuff going on with Iran right now.
Yep.
And I just want to say, like, Iran, don't talk crap. It's not going to end well for you.
It's not. No.
Speaking of daddies, Daddy Trump is back in office.
Yep.
Don't mess with him, and don't mess with our military.
Yep.
Our military is so big that if you even think about doing something to us in the blink of an eye, you could be gone. So I don't get it. But yeah, don't talk crap.
It'll be Hiroshima, Nagasaki again. So.
Yeah, like that's the worst thing you could possibly do. And if you try to, if you try to take Trump out, like you're totally done. You're not even going to exist anymore. Start speaking English because that's what you're going to be doing. I don't know if they speak. I don't think they speak English.
I don't think so.
But all right. I'll pull up the recruiting.
You can start with nice. With the linebacker we did get. You can start with that a couple days ago.
Well, we'll jump into the bad. We'll start with the bad news.
Okay.
Because I have it pulled up.
What the hell's going on out here?
Right.
Yeah.
Vince. That's what I'm saying, man. What the hell's going on around here? It's a dumpster fire.
And I'm going to say this. I don't know what's going on in Indiana right now, in South Bend, but I do know that there are a few teams right now. Think about it. The money thing when it comes to the NCAA just passed like the cap for each team. That doesn't start for another like 10 days, right? So some of these teams are throwing stupid amounts of money at players right now before that hits, before that new rule hits. So I don't know if Notre Dame's doing that. I feel like they are because they just landed three players that we should have landed, or we should have landed at least two of them. And I respect Penn State because Penn State does not bring money up until another school brings money up, because that's not what Penn State's about. Penn State's about tradition, integrity, hardworking, class, nothing that Notre Dame stands for. So USC, I mean, look at USC's number one in the country recruiting right now, for one, because they're in desperation mode because they don't want to go 8-5 again, or 8-4 or 7-5 again. And Miami's the same way. They've been not very good, so they're throwing stupid amount of money at people. Who else is doing it? Oregon is always going to have money because of Phil Knight, right? So it's just there's a couple of these schools that are throwing obscene amount of money at players right now before that new rule hits about the $20 million cap for each athletic department. So I imagine – so Corey Adams, obviously he seems like he's pretty tight with Joey O'Brien. So I don't know. They must have just like, well, let's go to Notre Dame. And Grayson McHugh, we'll pull up those other players after this guy. They play together on LaSalle, where Abdul Carter's from, that school, not far from Philadelphia. PA guys, if this recruiting class was next year or last year, I think we get all these guys. The fact that it's right now, happening right now, after Notre Dame and Penn State both just made a run. They played each other, and it was a close game. So they didn't commit to Notre Dame because they're a better school. That's not the case. Terry Smith is the best in the country. Notre Dame has a good secondary, but I'm not picking Notre Dame over Penn State for if I'm a secondary player and if I'm from Pennsylvania. Kerry Adams is from Maryland, so a little bit different, but still our region, so we should still get that. But, yeah, it's upsetting. It's not over. Penn State just had, what's his name, a cornerback on campus. I'll find it. But hopefully we can land him. So there's still some players we're looking for, but yeah.
Real quick, got mugs made. Mark Lesko Podcast mugs.
Those are nice.
Got polos made.
Yep.
So wearing black. I got black, hot pink, or black, pink, and white. To those of you guys that are listening, you guys know who's getting them. What's up, Joe? I hate Notre Dame fans.
Up,
you
Joe?
saw Love is a 95 over on the game, and Singleton is a 93. Yeah, it's an absolute atrocious joke.
Yeah, it's literally just a dumpster fire, man. I don't know what's going down, what's in the water in South Bend right now, but it's not true serum, so we know that.
No, it's an absolute trash program. Joe and I have been talking all week. He said Twitter's pretty bad with it. I'm not on Twitter. Well, I am, but I don't use it. But TikTok is where people talk the most crap to me. But yeah, I said, wow, you guys finally got some recruits, still suck as a program, which they do. They're a joke. Yeah. We won. The last one we won was an 86. Last one they won was an 88. So
same thing.
And we are way more relevant than them. All 1,500 students that go to that school aren't even nearly as much as us, which is 60,000 roughly. We have 100,000 on our campus every day. That's almost 100 times more than them. Joey O'Brien, where's he from?
Joey O'Brien plays for LaSalle outside of Philly. So Kerry Adams is from outside of Baltimore. So
okay. All right. And then we're going to keep going with recruiting for now. I'll just go through what we talked about. This guy's the one from PA, right? Joey, yeah. That's crazy.
He's technically a 5-star. He's a 6'5" safety, man. Like you're not going to get, and he's athletic, fast.
Here's the thing, man. These guys, both of them were heavily recruited by Penn State, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to go to Notre Dame, find out how much that sucks, and then they're probably going to transfer somewhere else.
Yeah.
I can see this kid coming to Penn State at some point, but going to Notre Dame over Penn State, like you just said, it's money, man. 100%. It's money.
It's money.
Notre Dame's pulling money out of their ass, and and that's it. Marcus Freeman, I like Marcus Freeman, good head coach. Notre Dame's lucky to have him. This is one of the dumbest posts I've ever seen in my life. They have absolutely no nutritional value. You don't even know how to use that. A gold football. I don't know what that is. But, yeah, those are some weird pictures. Yeah, Joey O'Brien. That's crazy, man, because we were – Franklin was quoted, if you will, saying that he wouldn't let the best in PA leave PA. Someone said the best in PA go to Notre Dame. That makes zero sense.
Literally two players this year is the only time that's ever happened ever. So that's very cute and hilarious. But you'll have one good year.
Program's still trash. Someone said something else, so that's the dumbest take of all time. We had a crystal ball for Kerry Adams, like right after his OV. Yep.
Yeah, we were trending for Joey O'Brien. I didn't have a good feeling about, so I wasn't surprised by that one. I was hoping it would change, but Kerry Adams turned real quick, and they were probably like, "Yo, we'll give you $1 million if you come here. I know you haven't played a snap yet, but we'll take you." So I don't know, man. Grayson McHugh plays with O'Brien. Very solid offensive tackle, so he's a big dude. But yeah, you're from Pennsylvania and you want to play for Notre Dame. You're out of your mind, but okay. Good luck to you. Wish you the best.
It's one of those things where I don't know if our loss hurt that, if our loss caused that. You know what I mean?
No, it was money. They
didn't
blow us out the water. We were beating them most of the game. Cam Miller slipped on that one play, dude, and the game was tied. Like, it is what it is, man. It sucks, but.
Is this the one you were talking about?
So this kid, Emmanuel, I don't know how to say his last name. This guy's from Maryland. No, we didn't get him. but we can
Yeah.
talk about him. He's a 5-star plus offensive tackle. Look how big he is. He's
Yeah.
6'7", 380 pounds. Look at him. He's 17 years old. He's actually too big. He has to lose weight if he wants to play for us. You can't be an offensive tackle and be 6'7", yeah, but 380? No. You got to drop
Joe.
like 20, 30 pounds at least, man. That's crazy. But
Joe's right about that.
But he's quick. Yeah, how can he? That's what I'm saying. Well,
Is
that's
this the
what I
one you were
mean,
talking
Billy.
about? The good news right here?
Yeah, the good news right here. One of the best names too, Elijah Littlejohn from North Carolina. We've been getting to Carolina. It's pretty good, man. North Carolina, we've been recruiting pretty well. 4-star linebacker. He's about 6'2" almost. 215. He's a quick linebacker. He's like a stand-up edge rusher. So he might even be like a tweener, like a hybrid player. That's 3 4-star linebackers that we got in this class at least.
Mm-hmm.
We're still fringe top 10 right now. So like we're not doing terrible, you know what I mean? But like our big hitters that we wanted, we didn't land. So there's still a couple big hitters left. Don't get me wrong, but we needed at least one of them. And then we'll talk about Luke Wafel, man. What? That was money, and that was 100% money to USC. We'll talk about him next. Yeah, we could get Brian Bonner. He's a running back from California. Joe just brought him up. We can talk about him in a second. But yeah, so I mentioned. So yeah, we got Elijah Littlejohn. That's 3 4-star linebackers for the class. We're fringe top 10. Yeah, we're trending for Peter Bork. Dorian Barney is still a possibility. Marlon Bright is still a possibility. And Amari Paldor we already got. So this is a good list here. But if we can get Peter Bork to land soon, that'd be nice because our 2027 class is going to be top 5. Yeah, I hope you guys had a happy Father's Day with Pitt as our son. And Maryland and
I'm trying to find all the recruiting ones you sent me. You mentioned Wafel.
Yeah, he was literally crystal balled to Ohio State. It was a bidding war. USC came in and said, "We will give you more money," and he went there a few hours.
Where is that in our convo? You sent that to me, didn't you?
Should have. I can find it for you. I'll get it.
5-star plus offensive Emmanuel.
That's the one we just.
That's the one we just talked about. Yeah.
Yep. But here is.
Well, this is the.
Yep.
4-star Littlejohn, 4-star Lamar,
Yep.
4-star Terry Wiggins. I guess resend me Owen Wafel because I must.
Yeah,
have
I'm
missed
looking for them. They make a lot of posts, so it's got to be here. What is it? I'll have to look it on.
Yeah, Wafel went to USC, which is kind of weird, but
yeah,
6'6",
it's really weird.
250.
He's from New Jersey, man. Like it just doesn't.
So it's
money.
money, right? Because
money.
It's uncharacteristic of Franklin to lose guys like this.
His brother is on Penn State's defensive line, and he's only a redshirt freshman. Like it just doesn't make any sense, man. But hey, we could still get Carter Meadows. He's a 5-star, but he might go to Michigan, so we'll see. But be on the lookout for that. It's just been I'm telling you, recruiting this year is just nuts. The fact that we're still fringe top 10 is good, so.
Yeah, they're trying.
Yeah, they're trying to steal our people, man. And Khalil Taylor's our 5-star receiver for 2027. He's staying with Penn State, man. He's not going.
Yeah, that must be what it is. They're just throwing money because Franklin doesn't lose guys like that, especially close to us.
No.
But at the end of the day, like Notre Dame's still trash.
They're
USC, they suck. So we have the best team in the country.
USC is in hyper desperation mode, dude. They've taken like 30 recruits already, and probably spent like 50 mil. Like, let's be honest here. Probably like 30 or 40, but we're throwing stupid money. Unreal.
Yeah. I guess we can just kind of. I think when Wafel realized he actually has to live in California, he might flip. Yep.
Yeah, we can still flip them, but
taxes are insane in California. Like, Joe's in Florida, man. Like, that's the place to go. Like, Travis Hunter, one of the best things that happened to him was getting drafted to Florida.
Yeah.
Like,
and I like
Abdul
Travis
Carter,
Hunter
bro.
as a person. I like him as a person. He's pretty cool.
Abdul Carter, his half his check is going to liberalism in New York City. So that's not good.
Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah, I could just go down through some of the stories we've sent each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that NCAA never made a college football channel where they just play classic. Yeah. Well, they have ESPN Classic, ESPNU, but
yeah,
I don't know. ESPN Classic, I think, is all college. Aaron Rodgers game day fit. People were like, if you weren't with us when we go 10-6, don't be with us when we go 9-8 or something like that. People were saying we're definitely not making the playoffs after that picture was released. It's the women's volleyball championship ring.
Yep, that's pretty sick. It's got the pink in there for Katie. Yep.
I was talking to this girl the other day. She's like a legend Penn State volleyball player. I was talking to her, ran into her. I was just talking to her, and she like told me her name, and I was like, oh, honestly, I know who you are because I watch Penn State women's volleyball. She's like, oh, really? She was like so flattered. I'm like, yeah, you're a freaking legend. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, right. Oh, by the way, I was driving home earlier, and I looked outside of Champs. Walking into Champs was Vanga Ione and what's his name? The transfer we got from Texas A&M.
Yep, my God, defensive lineman.
No, the offensive lineman. Remember, we got one of each side. He's like a redshirt freshman dude. Those dudes are huge. I drove past and I was like, holy cow. I'll think of his name. I can't. We'll probably play some this year, but. He's from Florida.
All right, I'll play this.
For the football season, but first, we got to fuel up.
Shanahan.
Gotta have the lettuce, bro. You know you can't have burgers without the hot dogs. Hey, get the wavy. You throwing that cookie cake right there?
Nah, yeah, it look good.
For sure. Thanks to our friends at Wise, we have everything we need for a great day on the grill.
What's up, brother? Got the buns.
I got the sides.
Yeah, they're all partnered with Wise pretty much. Shanahan, Brett.
Yeah, TJ Shanahan. Yeah. He's huge.
Boys hungry.
We are.
Yeah, TJ Shanahan.
Yeah, Brett's the recruiting guy because for me, it's hard to keep up with.
There's a lot. Yeah, that's why I fumble sometimes. Devontae Ross on the list, man, for highest graded PFF receivers. I think he's going to be a stud this year, guys. So just be on the lookout, man. He put on like 15 pounds since he came to Penn State, all muscle. He's already like a 4.3, 4.4 guy, really fast, shifty. His direction change speed is very good.
That's the IM Fields.
Yeah. They did Penn State camp.
He's what? He's a 4-star guy?
Beside Mickens?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's a high 4-star guy.
Khalil Taylor, he's the one that's the 5-star, right?
Khalil Taylor's a 5-star for 27.
I never miss, baby, but I'm cheating. My gun got a click. I mean a switch. I can shoot a brick and they still say I mean it. I know I'm the shit.
I mean, at the end of the day, man, we lost a couple guys, but we're good.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Notre Dame is still a joke, so
yep.
They can talk all the crap they want.
I just sent you a couple other
God's Nuclear ICBM. Notre Dame fan here, not here to gloat or anything like that. Hang in there, PSU fans. Recruiting is a fickle feast or famine kind of business that features peaks and valleys, hot streaks and cold spells. Yeah. I mean, you can talk crap if you want to, man. But, yeah, appreciate the nice comment. It's the first one I've seen from Notre Dame.
Yeah. Well, his name's God's Nuclear. I mean, he must be pretty chill. He's got God.
Yeah, so, yeah, absolutely. You know, it is what it is.
It's been a rough couple of days for Pennsylvania. Yeah, I mean, Pennsylvania fans, man, but it is what it is. We're just saying there's some very classless, and most of them are kids too. Like, just so, I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt. 16-year-olds talking crap, but yeah, top of the board talker. Yeah, for sure.
Sent you some of the Twitter stuff on DMs. All right, I'll check it out. Yeah. QB's posed to silence critics. Yeah, Drew has some critics. Carson Beck is not poised to do that. Garrett Nussmeier, we'll see.
Garrett Nussmeier is way overhyped, man. He threw 12 picks last year, so he's going to be good, but they're hyping him up. Garrett Nussmeier, dude. He's good, but they're hyping him up so much. I don't really –
Miller Moss is Stanford now. Or Louisville, sorry. That kid from South Carolina, he's poised to do well too.
Lenore Sellers, yeah, he's gonna be good. But he's just gotta work on his passing. He's fat, dude. He's 6'3", 245. He's a big dude. He's very fast. So like he's got that, like Lamar Jackson, but like with weight speed. Not as fast as Lamar probably, but he's shifty. He can do it.
Twitter's successful. We've had our fair share of garbage from OSU fans the past few seasons. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's true.
All-time sack leaders, Carl Nassib. I hope that's broken because that's not that much. I mean, that's a lot, but that's not that much.
15.5's a lot, man. We'll have to look at the highest states to see what theirs can't be any more than that. That's probably Penn State's defensive NU, man. So I don't know.
God's Nuclear ICBM. Please subscribe.
I mean, good luck to you,
Notre Dame fan,
man. I mean, for the fans that are classy, good luck to you guys.
Happy Father's Day, Pitt.
Yeah, I resent you a couple just so they're on the front of your page. You know what I mean? I resent.
Yeah, I'll pull up Joe's stuff too.
Yep, the lawsuit.
Most delusional fan bases in college football. Penn State's number 10 for some reason. Thanks,
Penn State's number 10 and Notre Dame's not on there, which is wild. Just for how many crazy fans have been going on, but
I guess because we don't win the big game, so that's why we're on there.
I don't mind being number 10, but Notre Dame's not even in there, man. That's wild. I don't know.
Ohio State's not either, right?
No. Tennessee.
So they're basing this off of like programs that win. So
Tennessee at 1 doesn't really make any sense. I mean, that whole list is just garbage. I don't really know.
Charles Woodson Jr. offered by Michigan. It's like LeVar Arrington, man. He's not going anywhere else, probably. So,
yeah. Did you look up in that lawsuit, man? Wisconsin and Miami. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, we'll get into that.
It's shit like Simon says, when I say go, my goods be throwing the most.
Look how fast he is.
Yeah, he's fast.
Look at the quickness on it.
Fast.
He's fast.
It's shit like Simon says, when I say go, my goods be throwing the most. We catch him toe down, say cool.
Yeah. When I interviewed AJ, I was like, dude, you were fast.
Yeah.
Fast. I was like, if you ever tie a bodybuilding competition, just have you guys run a 40.
He's big now, though. He's probably slower now.
He's freaking
big.
massive, bro.
He's huge.
Most active NFL players, Alabama's obviously number 1. That's the usual suspects. We got 52.
Penn State,
West
Notre
Virginia's
Dame
got 15.
neck to neck. Yeah.
West Virginia's got the same as freaking West Kentucky or whatever that school is, WKU.
Which is wild. Yeah. That's a little brother, little baby brother. West Virginia.
Yep. Top 10 players from day one.
Troy Hume. Yep. He didn't finish in the top 10, but there's some good quarterbacks there. It's just he's going to get better. I'm excited for Troy. I mean, he's still finishing.
We should play Pitt every year. You guys are bound to break through this season. There's no way you don't. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, man. It makes the most sense.
Yeah.
We could be sitting at the end of this year and be like, obviously we won the national title. It'd be like, obviously this was going to happen, but at the same time, we'll see. Rutgers Stadium was robbed or vandalized. Blue White Illustrated cover. I'm going to get that Athlon Sports one that Joe sent me. I'm going to get that magazine and probably get Blue White too.
Yeah.
Just to read up on it. Joe sent me articles from that Athlon Sports one. That's pretty cool.
It looks legit. Nate Bauer and them will be in there. Yep.
This is really interesting. I have you guys beating OSU and Oregon this upcoming season and would bet the house you beat at least one of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can beat both of them, man. It'd be awesome to win in Columbus again. I think the last time they won in Columbus
2011.
Yeah. But 2008, that was like the first time Joe ever won in Columbus. 2011, that was coming off of literally right after Joe got fired.
Yeah.
And that was a bad team Ohio State had that year. They had Luke Fickell as their head coach. That was right after.
Well, it's still the last time we won there, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
Luke Fickell or Jim Tressel just gotten fired too, like the season before. I want these players to have come back and I want these players that have come back and made these sacrifices to be a part of something special, and that's why I wake up very early. So I go to sleep late at night trying to put these players in the best position to be successful at it and have a very, very special season this year at Penn State.
He said that to Coach Urban Meyer, yep.
Yeah, on the Triple Option podcast. He said we are, and they didn't answer.
I know. He was like, I thought you guys had me. But, God's Nuclear. I hope you watch the whiteout this year, man. That's going to be a crazy game. If we can't beat Oregon at home with the whiteout, then, we have to beat them.
But this is a very good statement, man. That's what his whole goal is, put these guys in the best position to win. And I know he's doing that, man. The guy doesn't sleep.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. I always see him out walking, Like I said in the past, man, he always looks good. Like he always carries himself well, and
90% of the time. Yeah.
Yeah. He's a leader.
He stays positive for how much stuff is talked about him. Like
he cares about his kids. Yeah, he cares about his kids.
Yeah.
Players. This has no sound, which sucks, but
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. That's great gameplay right there.
Yeah, 2026 looks insane, man. It looks way better than just the new features to it. But God's Nuclear, I hope you guys enjoy Jaywan Sider. He's a good coach, the running back coach. I was sad to see him go, but we got a good one in Stan Drayton, so I'm excited to see what he does for us too.
Thanks, man. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. Thanks for tuning in. I'll be happy to have you back on. You can talk crap if you want. We're not shy on here, so have a good one.
Yeah, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping. He was cool.
This guy's middle name is ESPN.
That's wild. Why would you do that to him? Because ESPN is garbage. So your middle name is garbage.
Yeah. Well, it used to be good.
Yeah.
When we were younger and he was younger, it was good.
Yeah.
James Franklin is determined to change the narrative that Penn State can't win the big games. I understand and fully embrace that we have to take that next step.
He's been saying this.
And that next step is winning the national title. That's the next step, or at least appearing in one and competing.
Or at least beating these big guys. I mean, if you can beat them, I'll feel good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think Jim Knowles is like head coach material, to be honest with you. Not because he's not good. I just don't think that's him. So
He doesn't want to be a head coach. No.
I think he came here to win a nat. Why would he come here? You know what I mean? He came here to win a
PA
natty,
guy.
bro.
He's a PA guy. He wants to be.
Dude, if they win a national title, they're still going to be good after that and maybe win another one. But if they win a national title, dude, they could everyone could leave. I wouldn't care because we won. So
Well, we got Jim for 3 years. Hopefully, but he
Yeah.
signed a 3-year contract. So
yeah, I don't think he's leaving, Joe.
he's staying for at least 3 years. He doesn't want to
College
be a head
football's
coach.
top 25 coaching hire since 2000. Wait, I thought Franklin was on there. Oh, yeah, he is.
They said Mark Antonio, 14.
Good old
Mark Antonio
Bill-
before James. Come on, dude.
Billy O'Brien should be on there. Yeah, Mark D'Antonio. I don't know. Some of these lists are horrendous.
Oh, you said long term. Yeah, long term as in 3 years is long term for Penn State right now. Think about it. When it comes to coordinators, I think he can sign a contract for another 3 after that. We'll see. But
Yeah, it's a good problem to have. They come in and they leave, you know.
yeah, they go to be head coaches. And he doesn't want to be one, so it works out.
Yeah, I don't think he does, no.
And dude, Manny Diaz went 8-4 at Duke first year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not
Pretty
bad.
good for Duke. Yeah.
Toughest home turfs in the Big Ten. We already know this. Penn State's number 1.
And it's about to be even better because it's going to be louder in 2027 once it's all said and done. So,
But Wisconsin right here, they didn't get any love, did they? Where are they at? They're not on there.
yeah, I
That's
think Wisconsin is underrated stadium, man. To be honest with you, I
Absolutely.
like it. Speaking of Wisconsin, you can jump into that.
Yeah. I just want to play this real quick. This is funny. This is Noah Syndergaard. This is hilarious, man. Bro, look at Noah Syndergaard. Look at him next to this umpire, bro. Like, I don't think people fully embrace how big these pro athletes are. They're massive human beings. First of all, they're huge. And then they throw precision pitches.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Noah Syndergaard was one of the best pitchers in the MLB. We'd have to ask Jared about that.
No, I mean you can't do that. You're not in that situation, man. You can't. That ain't gonna happen. I mean, I know you're gonna say that, but
I'm trying to throw a fastball.
that ain't gonna happen. I mean, that's the wrong time to do it. That's all. I'm telling you. Well,
Look at that. Look how big he is,
That
bro.
ain't gonna happen. Our ass is in the jackpot. We don't
He's
do something
huge.
there. I'm just telling you that.
But shouldn't there be?
I don't know how tall that ump
okay,
is,
the
but man.
situation of what happened and everything else, that's what dictates that. Okay?
But there was no prior knowledge that before the game started. I mean,
Neil,
if Barry comes into the dugout and says,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's
Noah
something
Syndergaard is 6'6".
Everybody knows what the situation is, okay? Take him. Terry. Get a handle. Come on, let's go. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me.
Bobby, that's fucking bullshit.
Terry,
You know it.
Then you talk to me
I
about
know, but
that.
you know,
Okay.
you gotta give us a shot.
You know what?
You gotta give us
Terry,
a shot,
okay,
Tom.
listen to me. Let me hear what I'm saying, okay? You get your shot. You had your shot right there in the situation.
Well, why
you
not?
know the situation,
I know
Terry.
it. Why don't we get a shot, Tommy?
Because that makes it worse. Terry, that makes it fucking worse.
I know it. But MLB did nothing to that guy. Nothing.
Okay, I can't control that, Terry. I can't control that. You know as well as I do Terry, you know where I stand on the whole fucking situation. But that's
You're better than that, Tommy. You know that.
Terry, listen, I'm telling you, our ass is in the jackpot now. Okay, I'm just telling you.
Fucking motherfucker.
You know what? That's you got it. Okay, get it. You got everything out.
Yeah, filthy mouth.
Dude, that's a
He
great
call him a
coach
sea
right there,
sucker.
man.
He call him a sea sucker. Yeah. That's funny.
Dude, that's a coach right there, man. Like, I had a coach in high school track, and shoot, I could tell you some stories, man. Like militaristic. He used to get so mad, bro. He would like change colors. He would go from like red to purple. When he was really mad, he was purple.
That's wild.
And then when he was red, you're like, okay, I don't want him to get purple.
Yeah.
But oh man, he used to yell at me so much. But yeah, a guy that I respect and to this day, I have a lot of respect for him. You know, had a school record and everything, and it was, yeah. Dude, I could tell. I'll have to tell you guys some stories sometime, but I got yelled at many times. All right, going off of what Joe sent me, and I'll pull up what Joe sent me, but this is one thing Joe was talking about. 98 overall, Jeremiah Smith. I didn't read through this list, but Vega owns 92. Nice.
Devontae Ross was like a 94 or something, or a 94 speed. So.
Did you read through this?
I saw a couple.
How many
Devontae Ross was on there.
King Mac is Caleb Downs 96. King Mac.
It's so hard to see, man.
Was on here somewhere. Yeah, it's kind of a weird list, like the way you put it up. King Mac was on there somewhere.
Do you see
Drew Aller's 92?
Is Trevor Pena on there? I couldn't find him.
Jeremiah Love 95. Yeah, King Mac must. AJ Harris 91. That's not bad.
Yeah. They got Katron. Katron 92.
93.
Katron 92. That's at least they're respecting Katron now. Last year he was like an 88 or something, dude.
I swear I saw King Mac on there.
I couldn't find Trevor Pena. I wanted to see what he was at, but Devontae Ross was, like I said, like a 90.
Denied 92.
That's good.
But yeah, I got a capture card, guys. So if you guys want to start an online dynasty, let me know. I have a PS5. I can stream it. But Brett, you got to get online. Oh, there. Okay, King Mac's on this. Yeah, 78 overall, King Mac.
That's not. Yeah, it's not a good rating.
99 speed, Barryon Brown.
That's crazy. He's the transfer.
99 spin, Nick Harbor.
Nick Harbor, yeah, but.
Well, Evan Stewart, he's out. I wonder what he was. I didn't even see Jordan.
He's pretty fast, but 99 speed.
I think Derek Williams was a 98 speed on NCAA, which I'm playing NCAA 09 on PS2 right now. So
I think Devontae Ross 94 is kind of low. I think he should be like a 96 speed. He's really
all right, we can finish up with the lawsuit. I think that's it.
I mean, that's good. Good for Wisconsin, man, because that's bull crap. That shouldn't be happening. The poaching needs to stop, dude. They poached him. That's a Miami thing to do. Miami's trash. So that's exactly what they would do.
Dan, what's that guy's name again? The head coach of Miami.
Mario Cristobal.
Yeah, he was at Oregon, wasn't he?
He was at Oregon. Yeah, he did pretty good, but he hasn't been able to do it in Miami yet.
And then you got freaking the dude that's at Alabama. He was at Washington.
Yeah, Kalen DeBoer.
Kalen DeBoer, yeah. I was thinking he was at Oregon too, but he's Washington. To finish off, this is an absolutely horrendous list. AJ Harris, 4th team All-American. Zane Durant, 2nd team. That's absolutely atrocious.
Well, Zane's second team isn't bad. That's not bad.
No. Nick Singleton, 1st team. Running back, 3rd team. AP. Drew Aller, 4th team. Vega, 1st team. I mean, that's Vega. They got that right. But my goodness gracious.
Yeah, I just saw Vega tonight. Dude's huge, man. He actually lost weight. I think he's down to 330. He's just a brick house. He's like if Zane Durant was a little taller, basically.
Yeah, like I always see Ethan Gronkmeyer, Garrett Sexton around. Garrett Sexton's freaking tall.
Huge. He's massive. Yeah, he's a red oak tree.
He's a tree, bro.
Lions wanted to see this, but Max Granville is out indefinitely with a knee injury. He was the projected 3rd D end in this defense behind Denai Dennis Sutton. Granville was working out back home in Texas when the injury occurred. Prayers up to him for a smooth and speedy recovery. As far as who those reps will now go to, you have to look at that chunk of 1st and 2nd year guys, extremely talented, but just don't have much experience yet. I really, really like true freshman Yvonne Kamaju. He is super athletic, super twitched up. Not the biggest guy, 6'3", scary, but beat you around the edge just like that. No Nittany Lions wanted to see this, but Max Granville.
So, yeah, Yvonne Kamaju, one of the best names. True freshman defensive end. Look out for him. I'm on board with PSU Dylan saying that he's going to get some reps because he definitely is going to. So 6'3", 250.
All right. Joe sent me this. By the way, Joe, his dad played for Penn State. Played for Joe. Has a ring and everything. I don't know if he's on the. Joe, was your dad on the undefeated 72 team? You all see the players around town or at events? Yeah, we see them all the time.
Yeah.
Grunkmeyer is freaking huge. He's, what is he, 6'1"? He seems like he's taller than me. I'm 6'1".
Grunkmeyer's 6'2".
6'2", yeah, okay. Garrett
6'2".
Sexton is a freaking walking tree.
Garrett Sexton is 6'6".
I don't care. Like I said, both were going to Notre Dame post pick and PSU uniforms and use a fan base just to unsuccessfully try to throw people off for your own enjoyment is lame. I definitely don't want to hear either way. They respect PSU staff because they don't. Oh, well, PSU will be just fine. Yep.
Oh, and guess who followed me this morning?
Who?
Javen Williams. Yep. Offensive tackle,
oh, yeah, nice.
Guard,
that's cool.
5-star.
Yeah, all the players follow Brett.
They've been following. Yeah, they've been hitting it up. So it's been cool.
Like literally every player, like Nick Dawkins, AJ Harris,
yeah.
Williams,
Davian Collins. Yeah. It's been pretty cool. I mean, I was even talking to Max Sutter, the high school tight end, who he's probably gonna. So what he told me, inside information, Max Sutter, he was gonna visit Penn State a couple weeks ago. It's between like Alabama, Illinois, Ohio State. One other school. I said, don't go to Ohio State. He said they're already out of the mix, so he's probably going to go to Alabama or Illinois. So,
well, this is a terrible freaking tweet because AI lost, so that's a terrible gif. Morons. Ty Lue, they lost the series, right? They lost. That's the NBA Finals, isn't it? And they lost that.
I don't know.
That's AI stepping over Ty Lue. Thanks for sending it to me, Joe. But yeah, the comment was, "We still ain't done. The best in PA, leave PA." They tried to start a hashtag. That's pathetic. Franklin and Lanning bodied. I'm shaking. Not, dude. You guys are absolute morons. Like, my God. What is this? James Franklin has emotional moment with his daughter as upset Nick Singleton storms out of the locker room. Oh, yeah. That was after the Notre Dame game.
Yeah.
By the way, do you guys like longer episodes, shorter episodes? I was talking to Brett. I said I could talk for like 3 hours. Brett likes to keep it under an hour, which is
keep it around an hour. My eyes can't. I have sensitive eyes, so staring at a screen is not. But then I'll go play PS5 anyways. Where's Nick? Oh, right there. You gotta hate to see it, man. He worked so hard. Think about how good Nick. He had 3 touchdowns, bro. Dude had 3 tutties that game. He was unstoppable. Nick Singleton?
Well, he stopped and hugged Marcus Freeman.
Yeah, did he?
Yeah.
Hey, Marcus Freeman was probably a great game, man. He had 3 touchdowns.
Franklin did.
Oh.
That guy's a basketball coach. I just saw him recently. I thought he worked for basketball. Maybe he works for football, but I can't remember his name. He played basketball at Penn State when I was in school.
He's coming back to win it all. Nick's could have a crazy year, man.
Dude, I think I interviewed Greg Garrity, and he said that these guys psychologically, because he would know, he was on the team when they won the Big Ten title,
Yeah.
He said psychologically, these guys are like they're ready to come back and freaking kill everybody.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So that's good to know.
And
I'll
think
play
about
this.
it, dude. A lot of people don't know this, but Fat Man, this is the first spring that Fat Man was not injured for. So Fat Man had time to actually get faster and stronger. He was already strong, but he didn't get to like lift weights and work out and stuff as much. So he's going to be a different tier this year. I'm telling you.
Appreciate you. All the best.
I do like Freeman. I do like him. Franklin was messing with him the whole like pregame stuff.
Coach.
Yeah, it's
that'd be heartbreaking.
That was an emotional loss, man.
Yeah, very tough game.
He's always walking with his daughters after the games.
Yep. He's a family
but
man.
You know, yeah, it's one of those things where gotta go, fellas. Appreciate y'all. When we beat Oregon, I think we can flip some people, or at least, yep. All right, Joe. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for sending me that stuff.
Yeah, have a good night, Joe.
Yeah, Franklin said, you know, he wants to be the first African-American head coach to win a national title. Either one of those guys could have done it, but that's extremely motivating, man, you know? So
Oh, it really is.
Brett and I are
Doing
both wearing camo hats backwards, so you guys can hate on both of us now.
I literally went and got my camo hat just because.
Hard, girly.
You gotta wear it. You gotta wear it like up high. That'll really piss them off.
I haven't perfected the craft yet, but you'll have to put me through a training video.
You gotta just set it right like that.
So,
dude, people are acting like I had it like floating above my head. Like calm down. People get worked up about the dumbest stuff. Seriously.
Yeah.
But all right, Brett, you gonna take us out? Hold on. Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear it. It's not playing.
It's not? Should be.
I don't hear it.
I was playing the Michigan fight song. But I was playing the Michigan fight song. Huh. Can you hear? That's weird.
Oh, real quick. Penn State just had their Live for Life thing too, so they were getting in.
Nice. What were they doing?
Live for Life. It's for like the kids. I think it's for
Yeah, no, I know, but like what were they doing lifting wise?
bench press and stuff. Yeah. I think Cam Walsh was back in there. Cam Walsh posted on a story back better than ever. So maybe we'll see Cam Wallace, man. I'd like to see him.
Can you hear it now?
No.
But
Tony Rojas too. Tony Rojas is back and healthy. Tony Rojas was out most of spring because of that shoulder injury. He had that surgery, so he's back and ready to go. He looked big too. Tony, he's like 6'3".
yeah, the Live for Life, like when Penn State had it, back when Joe was they would they their lifting program was really weird back then, so they would do like a lot of endurance stuff for Live for Life.
Yeah, now they do weights.
How about now? Dude, I gotta figure. Could we hear audio? Could you hear the other audio today?
Yeah.
Yeah, you heard like PSU Dylan talking, right?
All of it, yeah.
That's weird. Well, I'm gonna have to try to figure that out again. But yeah, you could hear everything else, right? Like there was nothing you couldn't hear.
I heard everything but the Michigan fight song. So maybe either my computer's allergic to Michigan because it doesn't like it.
Did you just hear the Franklin when he was on here?
I didn't hear audio.
That's weird. I'll have to figure that out. Because dude, it took me so long to like figure that out. To figure out how to like get the audio from Google Chrome to come through. I'm on Google Chrome, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a pain. So I'm gonna have to get that figured out. If you guys have any suggestions on that, let me know. I did have it before. It was in there, like it was working. Man, that is weird. You can't hear that at all?
No.
Wow. All right, I'll have to figure that out. But all right, guys. Have a good night. We will see you next week. And
we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll catch you on the next one, guys. No
We are
substitute for the grind.
Mark Lesko Podcast.
If you guys are interested in merch, let me know. But eventually I will have a store. So peace out.
Peace.